can't do this. What we're looking to do is educate the parent along with getting the information to kindergarten. And what we find a lot of times is that the parents don't really know when they have to register their child. And they don't know all the information about what they need for their child. So on this top part of this checkoff list that the parents should keep is all the information. So what my staff is doing this year, we sat down and had a meeting about it. They did the pilot last year. We kind of did it haphazardly at the end of May. It was late already. And what they came up with and what they suggested for me to share with you is that now, about now, into the first part of February, that you identify any of your children going to kindergarten or that will possibly go to kindergarten. And then find out what districts they'll be going to. Because I know as we are, a lot of you have multiple districts. Some of you feed into only one, but some of you feed into multiple. Find out what districts, and then make contact with those districts, via the principal or the Board of Education, and find out when the registration is, because every school district is different. Now, we can tell you Illyria's is starting March 10th, okay? And Avon's is, I believe it's early April. It's just leading right up to, I believe, spring break.
They have their parent meeting on Thursday of this week, for information. Yes.
Okay, information this week, but registration basically at the beginning of April. And then, do we know Keystone or Overland?
Keystone's information meeting is sometime in February.
Okay, and then registration shortly after?
It's in the beginning of May.
Okay, so May. Okay, so as you see, there are so many different variables here. So as the preschool child care person with this family, you need to know that information so you're helping to educate them and guide them. So this is where you would fill that out. Your district will be Elyria. Your school name, if you can find that, if not, at least the district. And then 5 before, because as we all know, is August or September, and the parents don't know that. So they need to know that information also. And then when the registration begins, beginning of May, April, whatever, March 10th. And put that information right on there. If there's a contact person, and part of our goal for all this and the meetings that the school districts are going to have, we highly encourage you to attend those meetings because the kindergarten teachers are going to be there. The principals are going to be there. You're going to be able to meet them. You meet Rita today. You've met Vicki today. You're going to be able to say, call up Rita. Rita, what do I do with this child? Or whatever. It gives you a name to get support from. So include that. And then this will go to the parent along with this document. Now, when it comes to this document, and the reason they completed it, we know that they won't start school until August, and that's a long way down the road, and there's growth and development. But what we want is that this becomes the document that you start educating the parents about. It's time to think about kindergarten, and that here's the registration. This document goes to kindergarten registration with your child, and you have that nice conversation about what do we want to pass on to the kindergarten teacher about your child. You fill it out. It could become your parent-teacher conference for this time of the year, and getting the parents set up now to successfully transition that child to kindergarten, because the transition shouldn't be one day. It should be over the next couple months. Okay? So what my staff is going to do is that they're actually going to sit down and figure out who's going to kindergarten, where, get all that information, get this filled out, and then make conference times with each of the parents based on this timeline. So if you're feeding into Keystone and it's May, you might have through April to do this. But if you're feeding into Elyria, who starts in March, you want to get moving on those kids, okay? Have the dialogue with the parent, help them fill out their part, you fill out your part, get the signature on it, that they know that it's going, make a copy for your center, because you know what happens, it gets lost. Make a copy, perhaps, for them, give them the original, okay? And the original becomes part of that checklist of things that they take for registration. And when it gets to kindergarten, then Rita and Vicki's districts and the other districts know that now this becomes part of that permanent file on the day they register. Does that make sense? Okay. And And then in the fall, when the kindergarten teachers go into the permanent file, getting ready for their class, they may look at it right away, or they may wait 2 to 3 weeks and then say, geez, I want to know more about this child, and come back to this and look, and then if they still have questions about, they're just not relaxing in the classroom, they're still having trouble separating, what did you do? And they call you up and say that, and you say, oh, you have to do this, and it solves the problem, because you know that about that child, and it didn't get to the kindergarten yet. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's about the timeline that we're looking at.